Stop everything you're doing. Just 15 seconds. Imagine you are 5 years old again. Pigtails bouncing, light up sneakers. The world still feels safe and soft. Now imagine someone you trusted, someone you called family, takes your hand, leads you down cold basement stairs, pulls your little pants down, and in one single moment, everything innocent inside you dies.
My name is Paige Carter. I am 21 years old today. 16 years ago, when I was 5, I was raped. This is the complete, unfiltered story. I have never told anyone this way before. If you stay until the very last word, I promise something inside you will never be the same.
These stories are based on real-life incidents. Names, locations, and certain details have been changed to protect privacy. The purpose of this content is for awareness and informational storytelling only. We do not intend to target or defame any individual, group, or organization.
I grew up in a tiny town in Ohio where everybody waved at everybody and nobody locked their front doors. Summers smelled like cut grass and popsicles. I was the kid who chased fireflies until my jar glowed like a lantern, who believed dandelions were wishes waiting to come true. My biggest fear was thunderstorms or losing my stuffed unicorn named Sparkle. Life was simple. Life was good. Life was supposed to stay that way. I don't know the exact date. Some things the brain erases on purpose. But I remember every detail that actually matters. It was an ordinary afternoon. Mom was upstairs making spaghetti sauce, the kind that filled the whole house with garlic and tomatoes. I was playing with dolls on the living room floor when he called me downstairs to the basement to help find an old toy. I trusted him completely. He was family. I skipped down those wooden stairs in my little pink heart socks, excited to help. The basement smelled like laundry soap and damp concrete. Boxes were stacked everywhere. The light was dim and yellow. I remember standing there, waiting, and then suddenly my pants and my underwear were around my ankles. I remember his were off too. I remember his hands. I remember the cold floor under my bare feet. And I remember his voice, low and calm, repeating again and again like a lullaby from hell. Don't look down, Paige. Whatever you do, don't look down.
But I was 5. 5-year-olds are curious about everything. So I looked. I looked down and I saw things no little girl should ever have to see. I felt things no child should ever feel. My brain screamed that this was wrong, but I had no words yet. And then it was over. He pulled my pants back up, zipped his own, smiled like nothing happened, and said, "This is our special secret, okay? Never, ever tell." I nodded, because I always did what grown-ups told me. I walked back upstairs on shaky legs, sat on the couch, and ate goldfish crackers while SpongeBob laughed on TV. Mom asked why I was so quiet, and I said I was tired. That night, I took a bath and scrubbed until my skin was red, but I still felt dirty. I didn't know why. I just knew something inside me had broken, and I didn't know how to fix it. Then came the day everything exploded. I was 10, maybe 11.
He came to our house for Sunday dinner with his new girlfriend and his toddler daughter. She had pigtails just like I used to. We sat around the same table, passing mashed potatoes and fried chicken, laughing about old family stories. He smiled at me across the table like nothing had ever happened. I smiled back because that's what you do when you're a kid and adults are watching.
The very next day at school, we had a guidance counselor assembly about personal safety and sexual assault. She stood at the front of the cafeteria and listed the things that count as assault. Any unwanted touching of private parts, clothing removed, even if there is no penetration. Every single thing she said matched what happened in that basement. My fork froze halfway to my mouth. The room started spinning. My friends were whispering about recess, and I was realizing, for the first time, that I had been raped. Tears falling, voice breaking. I felt like I was going to throw up right there in front of everyone. I stared at my tray of chicken nuggets and tater tots and suddenly understood why I had nightmares, why I felt dirty, why I couldn't stand certain hugs. Everything made horrible, perfect sense. When the bell rang, I ran to the bathroom first, locked myself in a stall, and cried so hard I almost passed out. After school, I marched straight to the counselor's office. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold my backpack straps. I sat down, looked her in the eye, and told her everything I remembered. She didn't interrupt once. When I finished, she hugged me and said, "You are so brave, Paige. None of this was your fault." 10 minutes later, 2 police officers were standing outside my 5th grade classroom door. My teacher's face went white as a ghost. 25 kids stared as I walked out between 2 cops. Whispers followed me down the hallway like wildfire. That was the day my secret stopped being a secret and became official paperwork with a case number. For the next 3 years, my life was nothing but court dates, depositions, and therapy appointments. Age 10, I learned how to talk to forensic interviewers and point to places on anatomically correct dolls. Age 11, defense attorneys asked me if I was sure I remembered correctly, if maybe I had dreamed it. Age 12, I learned how to throw up quietly in courthouse bathrooms so my mom wouldn't hear. I missed field trips, birthday parties, normal kid stuff because some grown man decided his sickness was more important than my childhood. I sat in cold conference rooms while lawyers argued about whether what happened to my 5-year-old body was serious enough to ruin his life. 3 years of torture. 3 years of my life stolen twice, once in the basement and again in the courtroom. I was 13 when the judge finally banged the gavel. Probation. That was it. He walked out free that same afternoon. Back to his girlfriend, his daughter, his normal life. I walked out carrying a life sentence that no judge can ever overturn. Furious, screaming inside. And then the comments started. Family members, friends, even people who were supposed to help me. Well, at least there was no penetration, so it wasn't real rape. At least he didn't hurt you badly. At least you weren't older. Let me be crystal clear. There is no at least when a child is sexually assaulted. My body was violated. My trust was murdered. There is no lighter version of this hell. This is the letter I wrote when I was 13 that I never got to read in court. Dear rapist, it's been 8 years since you took me to that basement and stole my childhood. 8 years of that memory playing on an endless loop with no pause button. You told me not to look down. I did. And now I can't unsee it. You got probation and a second chance. I got panic attacks and trust issues that will last my whole life. You still get Christmas mornings, Father's Day cards, hugs from your daughter. I get therapy appointments, sleeping pills, and jumping at shadows. You left a scratch on your record that faded fast. You left a scar on my soul that will never fade. So answer me this. Was it worth it? Was whatever sick thrill you felt worth losing everyone who ever loved you? Was it worth turning a little girl who believed in magic into someone who is terrified of half the planet?
Now, I need to talk directly to you, the one watching this with tears streaming down your face right now. I know you are out there. I know you are hiding in your bedroom or bathroom or car because this video found you on a bad day. I see you. I am you. You are not dirty. You are not broken. You are not what happened to you.
Say it with me. Whisper if you have to. I am a survivor. Again, louder this time. I am a survivor. We did not lose the battle just because the court failed us. We are still here. That means we are winning the war, one sunrise at a time. You are allowed to wear whatever you want. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to say no, and anyone who can't respect that does not deserve 1 second of your time.
Proud, strong, unbreakable. I am 21 years old now. I still have nightmares sometimes. I still check the locks 5 times before bed. Some triggers still knock the wind out of me. But I am in college, studying pre-law, because when I was 13, I made a promise to my younger self. I will grow up and become the lawyer who actually puts monsters behind bars. I will sit across from scared little girls in courtrooms and say, I have been exactly where you are, and I am fighting for you.
Fierce, full of fire. I turned my worst day into my life's purpose. I turned my pain into power. And if I can do that, so can you. Your story is not finished. The next chapter is yours to write. And it can be beautiful and brave and everything they never expected. One day you will look in the mirror and love the warrior staring back, scars and all. Because we are so much more than our bodies. We are the fire that refused to go out. We are the comeback story they never saw coming. We are survivors, and together we are unstoppable. If you needed to hear this today, comment "I'm a survivor" below. I read every single one. You are now part of a family that will never let you fall. Resources and hotlines are in the description. You are worthy of healing, love, safety, joy, everything good this world still has to offer. This is Paige Carter, still standing, still fighting, still believing in you with every beat of my scarred but healing heart. Stay fierce, stay alive, stay you. I'll see you in the next one.